On this week's Health and Wellness, Meghan Gilroy talks about facing fear with shamanic practitioner Susan Feathers.
If we want to experience our true selves and live from our hearts, then most likely we are going to end up encountering some fear. Susan Feathers of Fearless Flame Healing Arts works with groups and individuals to really nourish their hearts and heal them so that they can live the life of their dreams. She's a shamanic practitioner, and I'm so happy to have some time to talk with you today.
And I'm so happy to share that time with you, Megan.
I'm going to start off by getting a little personal. What role has fear played in your life?
Well, I've spent most of my life being anxious. I've had panic attacks throughout my teens, 20s, and into my 30s. So it's played a rather large role in my life, a role in which my relationship to fear was more that fear was ruling me. Yeah.
And so how did you make that shift so that you are now the boss of fear, or how would you phrase that?
I would phrase it differently. I would say that fear is my ally now. It's not that I don't feel fear. It is that when I feel fear, I notice my relationship with fear. And whether I am simply letting fear overtake me, or whether I am relating with fear as an ally in which there's something to be learned. There's actually an important message there to heed.
So how would you address fear from a shamanic point of view?
I think that shamanism, working shamanically, being a shamanic practitioner, is about being in relationship. And so from a shamanic perspective, being in relationship with the fear, as opposed to often we want to push the fear away, or we want to give it to someone else, or we want to pretend that we don't have it. And so in some sense we're still in relationship with it, but we're in a fight relationship with it. Actually befriending that fear and bringing it in and listening to the spirit of that fear and listening to the wisdom of that fear is a powerful way to work with it shamanically.
And so what happens on the other side when you make fear your ally?
Well, one of the large things that's happened is fear stops being a habit in my life. And by that I mean that instead of fear having power over me, fear and I have power together. So instead of just habitually responding to things in my life out of fear, which is a withdrawal and a clenching, I notice that withdrawal and that clenching and just let there be some openness around it, so that I can see what it is that fear is teaching me in that particular situation. Yeah.
Sounds like you've had some good life lessons from fear.
It's been a lifelong journey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for talking to me about fear. Very juicy topic.
Thank you. It is.
If you'd like to find some more tools and techniques on how you might move past your fear, you can go to Sue's website, which is fearlessflamehealing.com. And next time we're going to talk about another great topic that sometimes prevents us from shining fully, and that is doubting ourselves.